This is Derek Love from Painless Performance. We specialize in aftermarket wiring harnesses. That's what we got our start in. We explored into EFI harnesses, anything in between, from wiring, switch panels, battery kits, dual battery, everything. We're coming out to the market now with what we call our trail rocker. It's for late model JK Jeeps. You get all the guys that put all the accessories, all the lights, everything on all the Jeeps. Well, you've got to have a way to control it. So what we've got is a fuse and relay center, weatherproof design, mounts under the hood, right next to the battery, custom bracket, everything all pre-installed, 250 amp fuse. You've got 8 fuses, 8 relays, and then you've got the switch panel that mounts up in front of the shifter. So you've got a nice, clean, factory installed look. All the lights, everything powers up on it. Install this thing in about an hour, and you're on the way with all your lights on your Jeep. So, pretty great addition. You can finish it off with some of our power braid or classic braid. It's an upgrade from the convoluted tubing to a split braid design, and just split it apart. The wires get installed right in there, make it look like a professional job. Everything we've coming out this year now with a direct fit Chevelle 69 Camaro harness, 69 Chevelle. Every application you could imagine for those vehicles. Any of the, if you've got the RS taillights you want to install, we've already included that into the harness, so you can add those in at any time. Different sub harnesses for the console, everything. The install manual for it, we expect to be over 100 pages long, so no matter what option you've got on this thing, if you've got an MSD ignition, we'll tell you how to install it. If you've got the factory ignition, we'll tell you how to install it. We don't tell you just, okay, take wire A, install to ignition. Next step. We go through all the detail, everything you could come across. We don't want you going online and trying to figure out from some guy in his basement who's never wired before how to do this. So we tell you right there in the manual, so you'll feel confident in your wiring after you're done. So you've installed all these lights on your Jeep, your JK. You got to figure out a way to power them up, to run switches to them. The last thing you want to do, you don't want to run just a hot wire to it or anything. You got to run it through a relay to power all the lights. If you run it through just a straight switch, you're going to burn up the switch and possibly cause a fire or anything. So you've got to have a way to control all these lights. Your only option is at that point you're installing relays and switches, and you don't want to drill into your dash somewhere just to mount a little switch in the console or something like you might have done back in your old hot rod or something. You want a nice factory clean look, something that looks like it came from the factory in your JK. No real performance with it. Your install is going to be real simple. You got about an hour install. All you got to do, mount this custom bracket right next to the battery, everything. There's no modification really needed. We've already got the bracket, so it just bolts right on. You're going to run some wires, plug and play design between the control center and the switch panel. You just run a wire, it's already a plug and play, through the firewall, through an existing hole that's unused. We give you a weatherproof grommet. The two just plug right in together, and then you're going to have a harness, an output harness coming from this, a secondary one, then that you just run to all your lights.